Hi, Dangerlings. I'm sure you are absolutely loving all the various content we've got on the Patreon at the moment. Just to let you know, this is an exclusive. We are combining all of the previous Patreon shows into one mega show. So very shortly, you will be able to listen to gladiators on bikes who are also old ladies solving government conspiracies.
Whilst listening back to old episodes of the Danger Club podcast?
Whilst listening back to the old...
Enjoy this week's episode.
Oh my gosh.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Big brother!
Oh my god, chill. I'm a Magnimar bitch. I just do what I want. Do you know what I mean?
What? No, are you coming home?
Well, now?
Yeah, Mum and Dad are going to want to see you.
Hello, Mum.
You're home.
Why do you always have to have a long-term plan?
Because I care, Bubba. Some people tried to play me, but you never did this. My verse versatile like my heritage is.
Families, do you know what I mean? They're weird, aren't they?
I have an arrest warrant here for a Bubba Von Hopes.
The adventure continues now.
Oh, we are back in the studio. Look at that. The timer is turned. Oh, that must mean someone has their shit together. We are starting to reassemble as a fine group. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast. Oh, what a gorgeous thing to have everyone, sort of everyone together. I want to start this recording. We've got so much to get into. I want to start this recording with a big thank you to the wonderful humans around this table. I normally talk straight to the Dangerlings, but thank you to you, Danger Club itself. We've had to shuffle around a load of dates recently. I've talked about my health shit on the podcast before, I'm sure. I've hit a bump in the road with it, which means I'm going to have to take a bit of time off to do some stuff, and we managed to move things around, so we won't be stopping the Danger Club. It will go on. It does mean I'm going to be out of the last couple of episodes of Danger Games, sadly, so you're not going to find out what happened to the Bubale, but I guarantee it would have been something shitty. Thank you, all of you, thank you for moving that around. I really appreciate it.
No worries.
But more importantly than that, as I turn sideways and realise my microphone is at a weird angle and Colin might shout at me, more importantly than that, Ross is back in the house.
Hey.
Ross, how you doing, buddy?
Good. I've been away and now I'm back.
Cool story. Where have you been?
Where you been?
I went to Turkey. I went to Dalyan in Turkey, near Dalaman, if anyone knows where it is. It was a family holiday with my partner's family. That was interesting. It was 45 degrees every day.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I don't like sun that much. So I was sweating profusely. We did lots of cool Turkish things. We went to a Turkish bath, went to a hammam. Yeah. That was an interesting experience. So me, my girlfriend, her auntie, her mum, her sister, her cousin, and a couple of other people came, right? We went into this thing, we booked it. The guy went, hello, mate, we're all right. Obviously,
it's a good Turkish accent.
Very good Turkish accent.
See an NPC in one of these games.
Yeah. You really picked up the local lingo there. It's good, yeah.
Don't do the accent.
No, I won't, don't worry. And then, he was like, hey, come down here, like, everyone go get changed. And we were like, cool, go get changed. Okay, the first thing, and then they take you out. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into the salt room. And we were like, okay. And then you get led into this room just with loads of salt lamps and big salt stalactites.
Okay.
And you just sit there. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just a room
just light
with salt.
Are you meant to do it yourself? Are you meant to be seasoning yourself?
Yeah. Then when
are you meant to lick them like a kind of like a capybara?
Once you did that, then you went into the steam room. Yeah. So you go into the steam room. Then after that was where it got a bit weird, right? So after we got out, the guy that said hello to us at the beginning, he was topless with a towel around him. Yeah,
right.
That was just a bit odd, and all the staff members were just had their tops off and towels on, and they went, "Come this way, come this way."
Right.
And so then we go into the actual hammam Turkish thing with everyone laying down, but there was only 6 people to massage. and I was the odd one out. So I had to sit by the side watching everyone have their 45-minute hammam massage. And, of course, my partner... everyone else was kind of like, middle-aged, slightly overweight.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that, but Bethan, my partner, she had this built like a brick shithouse Turkish god massaging her, and I got sat right in front of her whilst she was getting massaged by this guy.
By Zeus.
Yeah.
Turkish Zeus.
And it was just really awkward because then he undid her top, was massaging her, slightly looking at me every time.
This is getting very awkward, Ross.
Yeah. And I just felt so emasculated. I was just like, just sitting there. And then everyone finished their massage. Then they all left, and I was the only one left in the room.
What, they didn't
six
stay and
people?
watch?
No, yeah. So they left, and then I just got this small little Turkish guy massaging me in a room on my own, and then he started saying to me, he started talking to me, but obviously,
I hate that.
And I didn't. I just wanted to, firstly, they waterboard you because they pour water all over you. Yeah, they pour water all over you.
That's not waterboarding.
That's not waterboarding.
It's not waterboarding, no.
Almost.
Did you have a towel over your head?
No,
Were
but
you
it's not
suspended
water.
upside down?
Could you breathe?
But anyway, so they throw water all over you. Loads of went in my eye, and I had contacts in, so I was like slightly squinting, going. Anyway, then he started talking to me and going, "Where are you from?" I was like, "London," and he was like Manchester, and it was like the guy,
God.
like Manchester United, I was like, yeah, and then I started talking about football with him, or trying to, because he couldn't really speak any English, which was fine, but it was just awkward because I was like, yeah, and he was like, Sir Alex Ferguson. I was like, yeah, he was a good manager back in the day, and then after that, he sat me down, and then he pours water over the top of your head, and he was like, "I'm like your mother. Washing you like a baby, washing you like a baby." And I was like, "Yeah." and then finally I left, and then it was a very weird experience.
I hope you know, Ross, that I have written everything you just said down for the next episode of the Danger Games when you're in the Asclepian.
I was going to say, are they willing to sponsor us?
That's weirder than we got in the Asclepian, and we were trying to be weird.
I just wish that Turkish Zeus had then had you after us and been like, I've been waiting for you.
It was
I kept
so
looking
funny.
at you to see me look.
And Colin would have hated it because there was loads of wild cats, and 2 scratched me.
Why would I have hated that?
What, whilst
would've
you were
hated
being massaged? This is part of the process. And now we will have the cat scratching part.
Why would I hate the wildcats? I love the wildcats.
No,
I've
but
been to loads of places with loads of
get-
wildcats.
No, but I
worried
mean,
about
if you get
scratching.
scratched.
Oh, that,
Because you're worried
that's-
if Kaplan scratches you, so let alone...
Imagine, that's what I was like.
No, I'm not worried if he scratches me. Although I know someone quite recently who got scratched by a cat, and they were just sitting there, and their hand just started blowing up, just like
And
just
that's
from a
their
cat
transformation into a werecat.
Exactly.
That's how lycanthropes
And now
get
I feed them every night.
Like the boat.
That's true. Like someone looked at them and just went, "You should go and get that checked out." And she went down to the doctor, and sure enough, she had to get antibiotics. And left it a couple more days, she would have lost her hand from a cat scratch. Can you believe this?
Wow.
House cat as well.
So,
Nothing like,
Is that why your hands are so massive?
Yeah.
I'm just going to own something here because it's going to annoy me if I listen back to this episode and I don't say it. In an effort to rinse Colin a little bit about cats and stuff, instead of saying lycanthropes, I said lycanthropopes, which is a funnier image now that the Pope could be a lycanthrope, or that there is a lycanthrope version of the Pope.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clear that up.
Sometimes
I'm glad you really explained that. That was,
that was very much a stream of consciousness there, wasn't it? Rather than a fully formed opinion.
Lycanthropopes.
What's
The lycanthrope.
Ross and Scott going at Colin today? Is it because I'm on the smaller chair? Is it because you lot are like 10 times taller than me?
Jesus, dangerous! I set the studio up when I got
love this chair.
here, and I was just like, Fuck, Colin has a favourite chair, which is Colin's chair, and I moved chairs.
It's all right. No, what's happened, James? Drums outside. We're just going to keep recording.
Keep rolling,
Let me tell this story.
baby.
I went through like 4 different chairs, just putting them in Colin's spot, being like, is this the one? And finally picked a chair. First thing he does when he walks in is like, moving that shit. It's like, soft princess bottom over there.
I've given myself lower status, though. Talking about arses.
Yeah.
That's a...
Oh my God, drums here! Right, we will pause because he's got us out. Right, we'll be back in a second, Dangerlings.
This is a Danger Club interlude. Please hold. Beep.
Drummond's in the house!
Word up!
Oh my!
How's it going?
Goodness.
Everyone's melting. It's too hot.
One line, Cole.
I know, yeah.
The eye contact there was beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Drummond, oh my God, we need to get this episode at some point, but how are you, Brother Bear? How are you doing?
You know, all the better for being here with you guys. Yes, and hi, Dangerlings. I'm sorry I've been away. Although, on my way here, I listened to the most recent episode so I listened to it's the one with what are they called, the creatures with the tight skin,
Bodax.
The Bodax.
You're going to say Ross on holiday.
The Rosses at those guys. The Bodax, anyway. That one I listened to that, and man, it was fucking great. I wondered if it was better, like maybe it's just easier for me to listen to it when I'm not in it. Do you know what I mean? Because then you don't get the like, what are you talking about, you fucking idiot? Do you know what I mean? That kind of, you know what I mean? When you kind of get, that didn't land. Do you know, that kind of vibe? So there was less of that. And anyway, it was very enjoyable. That's what I've got to say about that, really.
Good. Yeah.
Self-deprecation.
Self-deprecation, mate. Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like at some point, if we were really dedicated, we would go back and record like a second mini podcast of all the time that Gumbo and Shania were alone on the boat together. But I personally am scared to do that.
I think we should get together.
That could be very intense. But we do have a little Shania and a Folton scene that we will be playing out today.
Oh, really?
Because there are some things to catch up on. We are in Magnimar. We are in the City of Monuments. We've made it to the northern inner sea region, to Varisia, to attend this wedding. And
whose wedding?
It's Ika's wedding.
Ika's getting married?
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, wait, no, I think I knew that.
You did know that. I was going to say, you literally listened to the last podcast, and yet that detail escaped you. That's good.
Well, no, I mean, that wasn't... I don't think we talked about it, actually, did we? Not in that one.
No, not in that one.
You made yellow stuff come out of your hands. Yellow stuff comes out of my hands, and then manga and...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in combat,
points.
you mean?
In combat, right. I thought you meant as James, and I was like, Christ.
It's living in this house, man.
I need to get
chemicals around.
Yeah, I need to get some vitamins in me. Jesus.
That's what happens if you get scratched by a cat.
Let's not bring up cats again.
No more cats.
Oh, my goodness.
Custard hand.
So when we've our last little flurry of episodes, you arrived in Magnimar, and Bubba, Karagor, and Velder were getting to grips with the city, meeting some of the locals, sampling some of the local flavours, getting into fights with some of the local thugs. Meeting Bubba's. We've met Bubba's family.
Really?
Bubba's adoptive parents and Bubba's sister Gillip.
Yeah, they're pretty chill.
Right.
They're all right.
Actually.
A couple of lovely half elves. Had some intense talks.
They're quite sexy, aren't they? The half elves.
I wouldn't say that expressly. I was assumed they're being Bubba's parents.
Did you not imagine like two real sexy older half elves?
No, did not.
Well, that's who they are.
Wow.
They're pretty sexy.
Is that why Bubba is obsessed with being sexy? Is that the weird Freudian reason that
doing character shit, man? Doing character shit. Yeah, it's my chance.
I think is it because you want to be a sexy half elf when you're older? Is that how you see yourself?
No, not at all, James.
I think
you're the sexy half elf.
I think you make a sexy half elf.
Thanks, babes. You would too.
Oh yeah. Do you want to write a song together?
James and Colin, sexy half elves.
Yeah, unplugged.
No, please do hip hop. Please make it a hip hop track. You're going to do that.
Yeah.
James doesn't do the hip hop.
Yeah, exactly.
We could do.
Be like Louis Theroux.
Folk hop.
Folk hop.
Yeah, it's been done, to be honest.
It's been done. It's been done. It's been done. Yeah.
Can't do a genre.
Can't do it.
It does. If you go to like any festival in Bristol, like you will find folk hop everywhere. Yeah, it's just like folk music.
Oh,
People go-
Bristol will stick folk on anything.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Bristol thing.
Good old Bristol. Like no disrespect, because I love Bristol. Big up Bristol. Yeah.
I love Bristol. I did a big cabaret gig one time in Bristol, and they were some of the best audiences I've ever had in the
So
fucking
awesome.
world.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Love Bristolians.
And big up folk hop. Like I've got much love. This was not a diss. All right, do not walk away from here thinking Colin is dissing Bristol or folk hop. This is nothing but love.
That's a classic Colin, bring up a topic and then apologise in case you're offended that I was talking about this topic. But folk hop, we love you. Apparently, whatever you are, I'm sure you're wonderful. But
Tweet us, folk hop.
Can't say tweet.
Come on.
Can't say tweet.
Exit.
You can say to exit.
Exit.
That just means leave, doesn't it?
It means leave.
Exactly.
It means leave. Yeah. Silly sod.
let's not.
Don't trigger me. I'm doing that next week. Next week's intro. That's what I'm doing.
We've already had to. We've already had to like not talk about prime ministers because they changed too much. Now we have to not talk about social media because it rebrands too quickly. So we're in the city of Magnimar. Bubba, Karagor, and Velder. They've explored the city a little bit. And a bit of food, and you've pitched up.
You're glossing over the delightful local cuisine. Was it sloppy rice?
Slippery rice.
Slippery rice.
Silly, slippery rice.
It's delicious.
And you just see we got in a fight. Oh, we didn't really, did we?
I mean, a fight occurred for precisely 6 seconds.
We exploded some heads.
Initiative was rolled, and parents lost children. That's what happened there. Not tiny children, though. They were actually adult bandit children. Made that weird. And you found somewhere to stay. You're staying in the salubrious confines of the Frosty Sloth, which is directly opposite Bubba's house.
It's good
formerly known as the Big Boys.
Oh yeah,
yes.
But it's now known as the Frosty Sloth, a Frost and Sloth themed hotel and restaurant.
Frost.
It's run
Frosty
by
Sloth.
It's run by Frosty Pops.
We've had a lot
Frosty
of
Pops.
frozen shots in the
Yeah, so it's a chill place.
I'm wondering how many of the original fittings are going to be left, because obviously there's the sloth, but
The sloth's frozen. Yeah.
The sloth's
I wonder what else from the big boys' time.
I remember the sloth was previously one of the big boys.
That's correct. Yes.
So it was whatever happened in the big boys, it was sloth related. We know that. We're gradually piecing together that part.
Is there no end to gentrification? That's what I want to know. Like,
That's it. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's happened around Magnimar.
Yeah.
In the downtown uptown district.
Yeah.
It's happened.
The old downtown uptown. And meanwhile, while that was going on, Folton and Shania were on a little side quest together that we will pick up on. So we've got a couple of things we need to pick up. We need to either pick up the massive Cliffy that was left lying there, big old Cliffy on the floor in the big boys, where a group of the City Watch burst in and announced that they have a warrant for the arrest of Bubba Von Hoops.
I got something as well.
That's where we left these guys. And we've got to pick up with what's going on with Folton and Shania. I tell you what, let's not leave our poor dangerlings hanging on a cliffy for too long. Let's jump into that little scene first, and then we're going to jump over to where Folton and Shania were sent. Upon arriving in the city, Folton and Shania were sent to negotiate with the harbour master for somewhere to park the ship. Just revise.
Oh, right, yeah, we've got like an airship now,
You've got an airship. Yeah, that's how long it's been, Drummle.
Yeah. Have you been to many places on the airship?
A couple of places.
This is one of the first places, though.
Yeah.
One of the first major places.
Second place. You haven't really. you haven't missed much.
Third, isn't it? Because we started someplace and then we went to
Another place.
Jellyback, and then
We went to the Super Unicorn Rainbow Land. That was amazing.
What the hell, man?
it was
Gaslight drummers.
It was fantastic, man. It was great. We all got so much XP and
Seriously?
Skittles.
Outrageous.
Stickers.
Yeah.
Nothing but
That's all I really
tropical
want.
drinks.
It's the only reason that I came on this show.
Colin, you deserve to be arrested. Let's jump into that room. So 5 City Watch have burst in. They are wearing blue and gold tabards over their armour. And one of them is holding a piece of paper and has just announced, I have an arrest warrant for Bubba Von Hoops.
Bubba uses his long-nosed form feet.
Bubba quickly transforms. The two of you look away for a moment. You look back, and there is remind us what he looks like with his long nose form.
It basically looks like Bubba, but he's got a really big nose and he's in human form. I imagine his hair is kind of like blue, like to represent his feathers, because Bubba's feathers are turning blue, by the way. So they're kind of like bluey grey. Yeah, he was grey feathered. Now he's sort of turning blue, like electric blue, sort of grey feathers at the moment. So his hair is kind of slightly grey, slightly blue, and it's in like a side parting. It looks quite geeky. You know, it looks like a 13-year-old child, basically, sitting
with a massive nose.
Because it's the same age, same everything of your long nose form. So he's just sitting there with a massive nose.
But he wouldn't look like a 13-year-old child, because in bird years, 13 is an adult.
No, that's the thing.
Oh
because in bird years, he's an adult, but in 13 years, as a human, he would be a child. So he is a child.
If you represent as a 13-year-old child now, that's weird.
That's what it is.
Oh, dude.
I think it's going to have to be weird. I think that's the choice.
Okay.
That's the way it's going to go, man.
And I just sort of message everyone around the table individually. So these two, I just message them and say, hold it down, yeah? Hold it down, yeah?
Okay, cool. Because Karagor was like, hey, Bubba, do you want it? And then looks across and goes, oh, fucking hell! Oh, it's disgusting!
Bubba also moves his alcoholic drink towards Karagor ever so slightly.
No, we've established that the drinking age is fucking fluid here, apparently. Drink whenever you fucking can. We did spend a whole episode doing that.
You can't drink. It's just.
Yeah, I don't think they want to arrest us. It's for underage drinking.
What have you done?
Oh, don't hold it down.
The guards fan out and start moving around, just questioning people and things. Frosty Pops comes over.
So I'm just messaging. And sorry, carry on.
Yeah, Frosty Pops comes over. Big old barman with a big white beard. He's very Drummond. I'm very much picturing Drummond in full Santa mode here. Yeah. And he places down another round of 3 frozen shots. He's like, another round for my best customer. Oh my God! Whose child is this?
Yeah, not for me, thank you. I'm just these are my uncles. I almost addressed that to Drum as well. It was weird with your description. I was like, so I need to talk to you now. Like, yeah, not for me. I'll have a soda, a soda ice. You know one of the famous soda ices you serve.
This is like an 80s fantasy sitcom from the, like, you know what I mean? It's just like.
He stops. He's like,
4 adventures and a child.
He looks at the half orc and then over at the sylph, and he's like, "You are his uncles."
Well, sort of guardians. Yep.
Uncles and guardians.
Yes,
guardians.
Do you have an uncle guardian?
No, I don't have an uncle guardian.
Wait, do you want to be adopted?
You haven't lived.
You're never too old or young. Apparently.
Oh, I'm not judged. So you've adopted this boy.
No,
we're not adopted. Guardians.
Guardians, yes.
And blood relations.
Apparently,
yeah, that's what was said. I'm just going with it.
We're holding it down.
Hold on. You can call people uncle without them being, you know.
Thank you, Drummond.
We do that all the time.
We've missed you.
There's so many. Like, do you know how many uncles like Willow has? Uncle Paul. You're Uncle Scott. Do you know that? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
man. You're Uncle Danger Club. Yeah, everyone.
You haven't communicated that until now.
Yeah, well,
years.
The mantle of responsibility that you've been shirking.
A weird time to announce it when you're trying to defend Colin's fictional character.
You've missed so many birthdays, Uncle Scott.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Drum's in the story now. This is one of the big boys.
This has gotten too meta.
Yeah, man. So anyway, I
don't call anyone uncle that isn't my uncle.
Do you know?
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the man from Uncle? I suppose he's not an uncle. He's from Uncle.
He's from Uncle, and that's UNCLE, which stands for, James.
Oh God! Do you know my brain was just like, what does it stand for? I can't remember now.
It's the United Nations
Clever
League of Coalition.
No, because it'd be C.
Yeah, no, I was fucking up.
The United Nations Covert League of Extraordinary.
I see.
What about Uncle the hip hop outfit as well?
That was KLE.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still uncle, though, isn't it?
Well, no, not really. Different word. We don't know that wasn't pronounced Clay.
You know,
Also,
Uncle
they're
live.
very-
They say uncle in the track.
They're not so much hip hop these days.
No,
No, they live in a forest.
It's more trip hop.
So the half orc is your blood uncle. But the sylph is not. But I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
I can be an uncle.
You can be an uncle.
And a guardian.
You're an uncle for hire.
Uncle Guardian.
We used to have those here at the Big Boys before it became a sloth restaurant, I can tell you that.
Uncles for hire, yeah.
Uncles
Have you got
for
any
hire.
ice cream?
I thought
Mum
that was
suddenly
daddy's for
feeling,
hire.
Suddenly feeling quite juvenile.
We don't traditionally allow children in here.
Well, he's not a child. Look at
You
him.
allow children to work in here.
We do, yes. That is a weird loophole in the rules.
Well, in that case, could you give him a job?
I don't want a job.
Yes, you do. It's about time you had a job.
It is
young man.
about time you had a job.
I do actually need somebody to serve some drinks.
Well,
lads.
listen, I tell you what, I can't start today, but maybe tomorrow.
Why not? You got nothing on today.
Now
Not
you know.
today, Karagor.
Now you know.
Uncle Karagor.
You know about this procrastination of yours. It needs to stop.
I messaged Velder. Velder, leave it alone.
We are
holding it down.
Yeah, you're not holding
And
it
it's
down
time
very
you
well.
held down a job.
So disrespectful to his uncles.
I know. It's shocking, isn't it?
He keeps talking into his hand.
They clip me around the ear all the time.
That's a lie.
Guard! Shit. The guard comes over. He's like, is there a problem here?
No, not at all.
Don't worry, lad. We'll solve. The adults will solve this.
Can I have an ice cream, please?
To the guard.
The guard takes an ice cream out of his pocket.
There
and
we go.
hands it to you.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
It's melted.
Yeah, it's still nice.
I was saving
Still
for
tasty.
after my shift. He's like, we're looking for somebody. A tengu.
A what?
A tengu, like a. He thinks carefully. He thinks back to his HR training. He's like, they look like creatures that have beaks and claws and feathers.
Like a dinosaur.
What's a dinosaur?
A dinosaur. What?
Have
Have you never met a dinosaur?
I've never met a dinosaur.
you never met a
Okay,
dinosaur?
fine.
Oh, you should
Don't
go.
worry about that. Aren't there famously only like 3 Tengu in the city?
There are 3 Tengu in the city. We've already spoken to 2 of them. We're looking for the 3rd one. Only been in town very short time.
I thought there was 4.
What do you know, boy? He leans very close to you.
How many times have I told you not to speak to your betters?
I'm just saying, I think there's a lot more Tengu than you think. Like, some people think that there's only 3 or 4 Tengus that live in this area, but actually I've heard that there's been a lot of people from the Tengu class that have moved here.
Well, you
and,
say there's been a migration.
there's been a lot of Tengu that have moved to the area.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Corporal, write down possible Tengu infiltration of city.
I don't know about infiltration.
This boy's onto something. Who have you been talking to, lad?
Just my uncles.
We are his guardians.
This is
Uncle
Uncle
Guardians.
spelled A-U-N-C-L-E, and this is Uncle spent U-N-K-L-E.
What is he
Yes.
getting K-L-E? My name's Karagor. It's with a K. Surely it's me with a K.
Oh, I swap
No.
it round later.
Oh, what?
No, I like folk hop.
Who doesn't? It's a fabulous genre.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll see you in Bristol. Anyway,
Big up.
well, I tell you what, we've heard he's moving around with a group of people. Apparently, he thumps the table.
What's wrong with that person?
I'm sorry, I get very passionate about law and order.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And
Spilt the frozen shots.
My ice cream's melted everywhere now.
another round of frozen shots. I'll have one as well. Now, listen, if these people aren't dangerous. We're just looking for some information. But this Bubba Von Hoops, there's a case going back a long way. The case that's haunted me for years.
Please, sir.
Yes, boy.
What has this person done?
Why do we care? We're just Uncle Guardian people having a drink at bar.
I don't know. I'm just curious because I'm 13 years old and I'm a child.
Yeah, and you haven't got a fucking job either, have you, you lazy shit?
Yes.
Tell me,
Eating us
Uncle-
out of house and home.
Tell
all
me,
the ice cream.
uncles. You seem very well armed. Are the 2 of you uncles traveling adventurers?
No,
Yes.
we just need this to keep him in line. He's a real troublemaker, this one.
Yeah, well,
you need weapons and things to keep me in line.
Scrumping, yeah, because you keep, sort of like scrumping
Uncle, I
grapples.
think you're complicating things that you don't need to complicate, really.
No.
I have a quest for you.
Great. Wait, how much is the reward? Just out of interest, just in case it was pissing us off a little
Yes,
bit.
just yes. How much?
I would be willing to pay 50 gold pieces if you can find me the location of Bubba Von Hoops.
Okay.
That could do a lot. That could put your nephew here through a good school. Buy him a lot of ice cream.
Yeah.
And you should help him out, boy. You're nearly a man now. It's time for you to get a job.
My nose is into it, mate.
I didn't want to say anything, but it's in your ice cream right now.
It's pretty prominent, isn't it?
What's your name, guard?
My name... Jesus Christ. My name comes from Ravushka and Nikolai. My name is Detective Inspector Scrotadilla.
Thank you, Ravushka and Nikolai.
If you hear anything, report it to me over at the guard station. It's just down the road.
Oh, sorry. Just what's your name again?
Detective Inspector Scrotadilla.
I'm pretty sure.
What's this person supposed to have done? I do want to ask this question.
Boy, I wouldn't want to trouble you with it. You'll have
I know, but
nightmares.
it might help these
Not a
two.
poor young innocent boy like you. I remember I was exposed to murder at age 13, and it changed me, boy.
Don't you think it might help, uncles, to find this person if you knew what they'd done?
Well,
I mean, it's just been revealed to us that it was murder, so I think we've got that.
And remember that you are quite delicate. I mean, he's still a bedwetter, you know.
Oh,
yes. Yep.
I did wonder what the smell was.
Yes, every night.
I know.
Night. Yeah, he's very delicate.
It's because I'm so, scared of my uncles.
He stops and just looks to the two of you.
Yeah, fuck you two. You know, like message. Stop complicating things, you fucking idiots.
Holding it down.
A message. Oh, I can't message back.
You can message back
can,
one
can I?
sentence.
Message one.
Oh, I message back. How complicated do you think 50 fucking gold pieces are? Yes.
This looks like a really... Like, you keep shooting evils to each other and just muttering to yourselves. Like, it looks like a very... Clearly, there's a complicated family dynamic here.
Yep. I am an armed, dangerous adventurer, and apparently I'm very scary. And that's the end of it, DJ Scrotadilla. You've worked with Uncle before, and DJ Shadow.
James Lavell's around somewhere.
Very well. I still need to go and question Uncle Cracker, so I'm going to go to the other side. Is he Kid Rock's uncle? I don't know. We're going to... All right, you hear anything? You let me know.
Will do.
And Frosty Pops, it's a 20 gold fine for allowing minors into your bar. Frosty Pops is like...
You looked at me when you said that.
I did.
You are now Frosty Pops. That's it.
Cough it up, Drummond. He turns. The guards turn and like, let's try down the street. And they walk out of the bar. Meanwhile, down on the docks.
Can I just get very quickly? So
Yes.
we've been on a ship for a while.
Yep.
It's piloted by
Captain
our old
Gumbo.
friend Captain Gumbo. We're here for a wedding.
Yep.
And me and Ross have to find somewhere to put the boat.
That was the that was it. Basically,
Okay.
the others, they dropped him off. They didn't have time. They didn't want to spend time sorting out somewhere to store the boat, and so the three of them went off into the town and left the two of you to go and find the harbour master.
Because
and
we weren't here last episode.
That was
right.
the conceit. And because of the way time has moved, it will take you most of the day to play out this scene before you meet up with the others. So
Okay.
let's see where we go. So you're in a busy harbour. Magnimar is is a city on two levels. Essentially, it's got a massive cliff that runs through the middle of it. There is the docks are kind of down on the shoreline. Obviously, it'd be a bit shit if they were on the cliff. They're along there, and then up on the top of the cliff, you can see there are lots more houses that look a bit grander. The really noticeable thing about Magnimar is there is this massive bridge that stretches out from the cliff a few hundred feet out into the sea, and then just collapses away, like a ruin of a bridge. That's just the beginning of it, and then the rest of it collapses. But it's huge. It looks like it was a bridge built for giants or something, and it's like an ancient monument. Gumbo has brought the ship in to one of the berths at the at the harbour, and the others have headed off. And you, Folton and Shania, you are kind of packing your things, getting your armour on, gathering your weapons, and getting ready to head out into the harbour to start your quest. And we will pick things up with you there as you both come back up on deck, kind of fully kitted out to head out from the ship.
Shania!
I'm almost ready. I'm just doing up my thing.
Safety wee.
Did you enjoy the captain's cabin?
What?
The captain's cabin. You and Karagor has been staying in there the entire journey.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, of course. I insisted on this, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Don't go in there.
Okay, why not?
It's just so advanced. I mean, like, go in if you want. I'm just saying that maybe, it might, I don't know,
So, are you and Karagor are you gonna get married like I almost did?
When the fuck did you almost get married?
To... Tequila. Bottlebrook.
You nearly said Folton Bottlebrook, didn't you?
I mean, it was vague at times.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure that you had put the same kind of groundwork in. I'm not sure if it's the same. I don't know. I mean, I think we're quite, I don't know what your reasons for getting into sort of marriage was. I don't know. I think we're quite happy. I mean, the thing is, it's quite, wait, hold on. Can I just finish in the toilet first? Because that whole conversation's been happening.
While you're on the
shouting
toilet.
on the toilet.
You're shouting through the toilet.
Just give me one. Hold on a moment. It's like, oh wait, I'm not finished.
Okay.
I should remind everyone this is a ship, and therefore the toilet is up on deck. It is, but because that description is now like an outhouse built onto the side of the ship, just hanging out over the side.
I thought there was an ensuite in the captain's.
On a ship, unlikely.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that's good. Sorry, what's the fuck you talking? Oh, we're talking about marriage. Yeah, okay. So
you just seem like together now. So I wondered.
Yeah, I mean, yes. And so, do we need to tell the whole world? I don't know. Fucking,
we better keep an eye on Bubba though, because he's got an obsession with those shards. That whole entire fight.
You have it. Hold on. Wait, I thought you were, because you're being quite weird about shards.
You're such a grass.
I haven't noticed anything weird about Bubba. You and the shards. You're
I almost
shardy
killed,
boy.
I almost killed Karagor.
Where was I when that happened?
Shit, I never thought about this ramification. I never thought that Folton actually has to fight two of us now.
Yeah.
So, don't you remember? Oh, no, you weren't there. I think you'd got food poisoning or something.
I mean, I do kind of feel like I haven't seen you for a really long time, but I don't know. Obviously, I only saw you a moment ago. Anyway, we got shit to do.
Okay.
Well, you can fill me in on stuff as we do the shit that we got to do, because we got shit to do.
Yeah.
I mean, not the shits that I just did. I mean, the shits that we have to do together.
And who better to find the best dock than me and you?
Exactly, we are the dock finders, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, is this not the docks that we're in now?
Yeah, but we need to negotiate.
Oh, negotiate, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we find to do this?
That guy.
Okay, hello?
Hello.
Are you the person that we talk to about where we can park the ship?
No. I work here on the docks. I watch ships. I watch ships for people while they do their business. So I can look after your ship for you if you.
Oh, you're a ship watcher.
Yeah.
Do you have any credentials? How do we know that you're not?
I've watched
you're not a
many
ship taker.
What do you do if there's somebody comes on the ship and takes it?
Is this like valet business?
Yeah. Just take real good care of your ship.
Do you have any weapons to protect our ship?
I have this stick. He holds up a stick.
Do you have some paperwork proving that this is what you are?
I can do. Have you got any paper I could borrow?
Okay, this is not the guy.
Where's the harbour master?
You fuck off.
He leans on a sign that says Harbour Master, trying to cover it up with his hand. He's like, no, it's right down the end of the street over there.
She pushes him out of the way. Hand in the face. Scars.
Captain
It's so
Gumbo.
easy to get faced off times.
Hey guys, how you doing?
You stay with the ship and
Arthur.
do any repairs and replenish the stocks if we need to.
Yep.
We'll owe you the money.
You got it, guys.
Do you have like message or anything? So like, if anything goes wrong, if someone tries to come and take the ship, can you message us?
Yes, I can put it on a note, and then I will eat the note,
That's
and then
not-
I will run and find you, and
Okay.
tell you what was on the note.
This is magic.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck it, it's best we can do. Okay, yeah,
Bye.
good.
Let's go to the harbour
Yeah.
master.
Come
So
back to
how
the
about-
table. I am so passionate about magical messages.
Hello,
new
Mr.
table's
Harbour
really
Master. Knock, knock.
You knock on the door. Do you hear, come in?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Hello. There is a human man with a big bushy moustache sitting behind a desk. He's got papers all over it. I said, what can I do for you?
We want to leave the ship into harbour. Is this okay?
Ah, you want to dock in my harbour?
Yeah?
Very well.
That's the thing.
Very well. I am David, the harbour master, and I am willing to do this for. I am willing to dock you here, but it will cost you. Tell me, how large is your ship?
It's. Well, she points to it. That one.
Oh, right, it's literally outside my office. How convenient.
Yeah, well, we thought we'd come straight to the source.
How long will you be staying here?
1 week.
Is this. When did she get married? How long?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. What's the fucking point of you?
Excuse me, do you know when...
Fucking point of view.
Do you know when Iker is getting married?
Ica.
Yeah.
He's not got you. He doesn't know.
Are you invited?
Fucking.
Who is Ica?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
some
There we go.
girl.
No, so, hold on. Wait. Pause. Pause the game. Do we know? Do we know?
You know, you have the
is this
invite.
the thing that I know?
You know that they are due to be married next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
So,
So
if
like
it's a week.
2 weeks.
So yeah, maybe yeah. Okay, so yeah, okay. I think probably like a fortnight, maybe something
A
like this.
fortnight, you
Yeah.
say? We only charge. We are the shortest time we charge for is a month. If you're
What's
going
the-
over that, we either do daily or monthly. Those are the two
What, so you can
packages
stay
we
for
offer.
1 day or 1 month? That's it.
That's the only packages I offer.
All right, how much is a month?
A month is 20 gold pieces.
How much is a day?
A day is 5 gold pieces.
What?
Okay, but
That's such
fine.
a hiker.
We'll
What?
just okay. No, fine. 20 gold pieces. We'll do a month, and if we leave early,
Well, no, yeah, but now you said it, you are actually only doing 2 weeks, so technically it should be 14 days. So 14 times 5. That's actually
no. Fuck that shit. We'll pay for a month, okay? And if we want to leave early, you get to keep the change, okay?
Well, what am I gonna do with the berth for the extra 2 weeks that you are there?
Well, someone
Well,
else
you can-
come
you
in.
can use
I won't
Yeah.
have a
Make
ship
money
outside my
again.
office. What
So
kind of
no.
harbour master will think? Will I be like? People will come by and
You mean the kind of harbour master that runs into lets people come and stay? The fuck?
I feel like you're trying to swizzle me somehow.
No, you were trying to swizzle us, and now your own system is you're fuck's sake.
Fine. All right.
Thank you.
So.
Jeez. You're just trying to stretch this out to make it last a day. We've got other things that we can be doing.
Well, I don't. I exist purely for this scene, and I want to exist for a little longer before I'm thrown back into a liminal state. All right. Now,
Fine, okay.
what's the name of your ship?
The name of our show. Fuck, I have no
Seize
idea.
the Day.
Seize the Day.
Seize the day.
Hey, good name, guys.
But it's
Seize the
it's
day.
berthed next to the liminal state, which is another boat next to it.
Seize the day. That's a good pun. I like that.
Hey.
So seize. How's that? How's seize spelled? As in, I like the sea.
No, like C-E...
Somewhere Karagor screams.
S.
No, CEAS, right?
Yeah,
Seize.
C's.
Seize. So just.
C's.
Oh no, it's
Is it?
S-E-E.
S-E-E.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
It is the pun version.
It's the pun version.
It's not C-E-I-Z.
I
No,
know
but it should be
yeah.
SEAS, the day. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
It's S-E-E-S.
S-E-E-S. As in you see the day.
But have we painted it on the side yet, or have we just named it?
It's already been painted.
Yeah,
It has been painted.
It's been painted.
And is painted as.
I actually like seize the day though, like as in like past tense see it. But I'm not there, so you know.
Right, okay, so it's C-E-E. C's.
C's.
Seize the day. Right, all right, there we go. I put that down. Here,
Thank you.
That is 20 gold pieces.
Yes.
Okay, so you go.
There we go. And this is here's your permit for 1 month.
Thank you very much. Do we need to put part of it on the ship and part of it in our pocket?
Yeah, if you tear off that bit at the bottom, you stick that to the side of the ship, and then we know not to
Do you have like...
fold it first.
What? Oh, shit.
And then how about, do you get like protection for that 20 gold pieces?
Protection from
Pirates.
thieves.
from that guy outside. Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm not fucking with a pirate. Pirate comes by and wants your ship.
No, okay. You allow us to use the space, but it's ours. If anyone tries to steal it, that's kind of
No,
still
you'll
on
get.
us.
It's all right. There are some local heavies. They get a cut. They'll keep an eye out for
Okay,
it.
good. All right, great. Thanks very much. You're about to disappear from the scene. Anything else you'd like to say?
I wish I'd done more with my. Shut the door and the man.
There's that guy.
Fucking
Was
severance.
his name David Harbour? Cool. David Harbour, the Harbour Master. All right. So, do you want to go and look at that big bridge up there?
Yeah, let's
It
go.
looks like a sort of something we should look at.
Let's go.
So you head up to the bridge. Just out of interest, would Bubba have given them an address before you left of his parents, or like did you give
No.
any information of like where you were planning on heading?
No.
No.
Oh, what?
Cool. So
Really?
Well, no, they would not know.
Go
Okay.
on. Just say yes.
No,
So
they don't know
there's
where my
no-
parents live.
All right. Two-prong adventure. When will they rejoin? I guess we'll find out. Dangerous. Imagine if we took one of these threads off to the Patreon and you'd be like, we've got no fucking idea where to went. The ultimate EA thing to do. We're not going to do that. Let's stick with the two of you. Give us a perception check to search around as you head for the bridge. So
We're heading for what? It seems like a tourist thing.
I guess you got a couple of options. You can try and go under the bridge downtown, or you can go uptown and go to like the top of the top of the bridge starts on the top of the cliff where it looks like the more fancy thing.
I want
Or
to
you
see
can go
from the
under.
top of the bridge.
So you wanna go
Personally, that's what I.
18.
You go for some uptown folk.
What's perception?
It's an 18. It's not bad. You
Right,
walk around,
what
as
do
you
you-
start heading. So it looks like the cliff gradually slopes away. So you start heading around that and kind of looping around the outskirts of the city to get to the upper levels.
Oh, that's it. 20.
A 20. As you pass by, you see a poster catches your eye, Drummond. You're not seen Shania as you pass by a tavern down on the docks. You see a poster that seems to have a picture of. It's a crudely drawn picture of an elephant, but it's an elephant standing up, juggling. And looking at the sign, it says, "The Rose and Rake Theatre presents the Umbra Carnival for a limited time only."
It's the Umbracana. It's Ica's play.
That's it. That's our friends.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, some of them are friends. Some of them really hate us.
Yeah.
But some of them are friends.
That looks like Fardeen.
It does, yeah, the Punati. Is that right? Am I saying
Closer than some of them.
Punat. Is it Punami, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
The
Fardeen
Panati.
the Punati.
Punami.
It sounds good.
I saw that on an advert recently.
Yeah,
People advertising like diarrhea diapers.
Yeah.
Are you worried about the Punami? I was like, bro, what are we doing, guys? Like,
All right, let's go into the theatre. Maybe they're doing the rehearsal.
Hold on, where does it say? She reads it. What does it say?
So it says the Rose and Rake Theatre, but it doesn't.
It doesn't say where.
Doesn't give an address where the Rose and Rake
Excuse
Theatre
me?
is. Hello there, dear.
Hello there, madam.
Hello.
What's your name?
Oh, shit. Looks like we're doing this again. My name... No, you've had one yet. You've had one, Ravushka. You don't get another one. Chris. Thank you, Chris. My name's Daphne Duck. She is a beast folk. She is half woman, half duck. She is completely naked from the waist down. However, her lower half is human and her face is a duck.
Like Howard the Duck. Yeah. Okay. Hello. How long have you lived here in Magnimar?
Oh, that's a very broad question to start with. I've lived here my whole life, since I was a little half duckling.
That's great. Do you know where this theatre is?
Which? Oh, the Rose and Rake Theatre, you say?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one, yes. That's just outside the city.
Oh, that sounds far away.
No, it's not that far away.
Oh, okay.
If you follow, rather than taking the route you were going up onto the upper levels, if you take a right down there, go through the industrial district, where they do all the ship repairs, there's like a smaller town just on the outskirts, just outside the city walls. Rose and Rake is just there.
Could you show us the way?
I'm not sure that we need...
you don't have anything to do.
I still haven't seen the view from up on the top.
Persuasion.
Make a persuasion check. Unbelievable. Give me a diplomacy to try and convince the duck, Daphne the duck woman, that she should abandon her day's work and take you to the theatre.
25.
Well, I was supposed to be going to the baker's, but I suppose for outsiders to show a bit of that famous Magnimar hospitality, I can show you. It's about a 2-hour walk.
Okay, so can you do some sort of tour for us?
Well, yes.
We can stop by the baker's if you want.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's go to the baker's and then we'll do a 2-hour walk to the theatre.
What were you doing at the baker's?
Buying bread.
Oh, okay. So I thought you might work at the baker's.
No. I don't get to work at the baker's, not since the bread incident.
Isn't it bad for your...
It's terrible for me.
Yeah.
I've got awful IBS. I'm gluten
But the
intolerant.
bottom half of you is human, so...
Yeah, I know. That's the irony. The top half of me craves bread. The bottom half is gluten intolerant. It's a dreadful situation. All right, stop by the baker's, then off to the theatre. Come on, kids. And she turns around and starts wiggling her bum as she walks off. A load of younger children who are half duck, half human, in various states, all come waddling after her. And you then join on the back.
Okay, we have to do the same walk, otherwise we're not allowed to...
And you waddle along with them.
Yep.
Meanwhile...
Very nice.
My goodness, that was everything I hoped for. Meanwhile, uncles and nephew, where do you... what's the plan once the guards head out? And Frosty Pops has paid his fine.
Look, hold it down means you keep control of a very complicated situation.
I thought we did pretty good. At any point, did it feel like we weren't in control of that situation?
Oh, yeah, it did. It felt like that you were just going to either sell me for 50 gold pieces, which we could get so easily. I can't believe you two. Or you were just going to give me away. I'm still in long nose form, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that it felt that way to you.
You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
I'm sorry that it felt that way to you. I think me and Velder had that under control the entire time. Looks like it's okay. What did you do? You killed someone.
Another round of shots.
Sorry,
and an ice cream for the boy.
Just having a dramatic pause there, but you ruined. Thank you for the ice cream.
Sorry, I saw you all pause and I thought you wanted shots.
Karagor goes, that was correct, but also incorrect. Yeah, try going out with Shania. I'll take the shots, please.
right. So when they've gone off, when
Frosty Pops goes away,
I'll just make sure the area's kind of clear of ears. Is that okay? Yeah, are we kind of alone?
There's a flesh warp. He's a big ear. He's sitting. He's just sitting next on the table. No, he leaves.
So listen, it's a really complicated situation, but in this area, right? A few years ago, there was this scam going around. And what people were doing is they were approaching families who had lost someone, and they were saying, "Oh, they're still alive, or reconnecting with adopted children, stuff like that." Do you know what I mean, right? And so a lot of people were getting scammed. A lot of people were sort of getting all their money taken away because they were supposedly reunited with loved ones. Now, 2 people, they contacted. Not our family, but they contacted. I heard through the grapevine that these 2 people were coming to find Gillip, and Gillip's adopted as well as me, right? And I thought it was a scam. So I had a couple of people just basically trying to. The idea was to just rough them up and scare them off, so they wouldn't scam my family. It was genuinely a thing that I tried to do out of love, and then, well. They intercepted these 2 people and they ended up killing them. And Gillip's real parents are dead. And it's complicated.
Wait, so you sent a couple of people to go scare off the scammers, but they ended up killing Gillip's parents?
Because they weren't scammers. Do you see what I mean? Like, I thought they were, and it was a big scam that was going around. It was happening all the time. There was letters about it going through everyone's letterbox, you know, and it's just it was a massive mistake. But if she ever finds out,
fucking hell, yeah.
Like I didn't mean.
You didn't do it. You didn't actually do it.
No, I didn't do it. But
you are the result of. Yeah, you are the cause of that.
These 2 heavies, Johnson and Johnson.
No, they're not. They're not called that.
Are they the very clean heavies? They're very fastidious.
Brand new clean heavies. They're covered in powder all the time.
All the time. Literally just.
I thought they always dressed the same. No, I'm thinking about Thompson and Thompson from Tintin.
Johnson. They're just
what?
Hey, I said that out of character.
They're just punks, really. They're just idiots. I did it. I gave them a gold piece. I said, "Look, you 2, just go and scare them a bit. You know, just kind of rough them up a little bit. You know, they're quite big, and I just thought, you know, these 2 people would run away. They wouldn't scam the family, and then they come back and they said, "Oh, something happened, and we ended up killing them." I don't even know what happened, to be honest.
Well, I think because being her actual parents, they were probably quite determined to go through with it, and maybe not easily deterred, and just went a bit far. I mean, it's very difficult. This city's got very grey areas of morals, because I mean, we literally butchered how many people in that alleyway, and
I killed a man with a tray of food.
I literally I obliterated them with a lightning bolt.
Oh, to be honest, that might come back on us.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I mean, but
I didn't mention it because I thought, you know,
they've only just got around to trying to arrest you, and that was years ago. I mean, we've got loads of time.
Well, I say
it's very strangely coincidental that they
very
start to
Byzantine.
I say years. Tengu years are a bit funny, so it was about.
Are they? Because Karagor looking at 13-year-old Bubba as a human. Are they that weird? Are they that different?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have to accept this. It's a me thing.
Is this your real form, or is the birds your? Is that your fake form?
I'm going to ignore you said that.
I'm just curious.
We're all going to ignore you said that.
Well, no, because I'm just curious as to why you look. You're not how I would imagine you'd look in human form, if that makes sense.
This is just an interesting feat that I have. I can just do this.
But do you have control over it, or is that actually how you look?
Well, I can do it once a day, so I'm going to keep it up for the whole day, because obviously people are looking for me. And then tomorrow, depending on where we are, I'll either do it or not do it.
So, are you going to ever tell Gillip?
Well, I don't know. I will need some advice on that.
Oh,
maybe I need to go to counselling.
No, you need Uncle Guardians to teach you, don't you?
Well, I'm the Uncle Guardian who just I'll buy you shots.
Don't you fucking don't you?
I don't
possibly
really do
get out of this like you possibly get out of everything.
No, because you're the bad uncle, and I'm the good uncle. Yeah, and I'm just going to sort of I think it's.
You know what? I mean, he's scared of me. He did say that, so I'm probably not the best one to give advice.
But I don't know.
But they were half orcs, and you are. You've got some.
Right. I've probably killed more half.
These 2 punks, though, they're just
go to the toilet now.
They're just such idiots. But I guess I paid them, and now they've been caught for it, and they're blaming me. But I didn't really do anything, right? I didn't pay them to kill him. No, I didn't do that.
You did. Johnson & Johnson's still alive. Do you know that for sure?
I mean, I don't even know.
Do you want someone to sneak into Magnimar prison and kill them off?
I mean, that could be an option, couldn't it? I mean,
I'm going to put that on the because I want you to have agency.
Right.
I want you to know as a mate, I'll do things for you, but ultimately I trust you to come to the right decision.
Yeah.
So you're going to go and kill Johnson Johnson?
Absolutely
and
not.
clean things up?
No. I'm not going to do that.
No, we should just get someone to like shank them in the prison. Do you know what I mean?
Shank them in the prison?
Yeah.
Oh, smirky, isn't it?
It's a bit murky.
I mean, literally, yeah. We've all done worse things. But
I mean, we're uncles now, so yes, we've got a responsibility.
Tell you what, I wish while we mulled this over, I wish there was a nice fucking carnival or something we could all go to together as a group.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
What do you think Folton and Shania are doing back at the ship?
I don't know. Probably shanking someone in prison. I don't know. It's the thing.
There is a notice board up in the Frosted Sloth / Big Boys. If you wanted to go and see what sort of things are happening in the town. I feel like I might be railroading that a bit, but it's there if you want to see it.
Let's take it a show.
I'm like, this is silly.
Bubba stands up, grabs Karagor's and Velder's hands, as they're my uncles now, and goes, "Come on, let's have a look at what's going on in the town."
So you head up to the notice board, and sure enough, pinned to the notice board, there is an advert with a big elephant juggling on it, advertising Umber Carnival at the Rose and Rake Theatre. And you're just looking at it when a guard comes back in, walks up to the notice board and sticks another notice on it next where you've just removed the carnival sign, sticks a new notice up and then nods to you and goes, "Uncles," and then turns and walks out. And you look at the sign and you see that it is a picture of Bubba with it says "Wanted" at the top. And then you look out of the door across the street to where Bubba's house is, and you see Bubba's mother standing outside looking at a poster that she's just been handed by one of the guards as the guard walks off down the street to the next place. And that is where we leave it for tonight.
Ooh. You're going to be grounded for life, yo.
Thank you to Davosaurus, mightier than the T-Rex, more powerful than the Triceratops, and more malleable than the pterodactyl. It's not a dinosaur, but Davosaurus is the best one. Thank you. You made this episode possible. If you want to be like Davosaurus, go to patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast to become our Dangerling of the Week.